Accessibility settings. Accessibility settings.
Hello, everyone.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Steps away to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, it's Brees. Buying time to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone. Before going out. On play action, now Brees. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So The NFC with our first touchdown of the game, and of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. Ebron's got it. A gain of 6 there on first for Patrick Mahomes. Season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The starting unit for the AFC, definite Pittsburgh connection on that offensive line. 3 Steelers in Villanueva, Pouncey, and DeCastro. Also in that starting group, Quentin Nelson, the rookie from Indy at left guard, and the Titans' Taylor Lewan, selected to his 3rd straight Pro Bowl at right tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Aaron Donald with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week. But these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to OTAs, mini camps, preseason camp, games, the whole deal. They ought to know each other pretty well. And in an all-star game like this, key situations, you find someone like that who you know will be exactly where you think they're supposed to be.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Wilson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Zach Ertz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown pass.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Albert Rosa set to kick off.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the number 1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. To Gordon, out left. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This one taken from the 7. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him